This video is going to be going over the forced retrieve. I'm not using 100% forced retrieve. I am going to use some rewards. So it's going to be a combination of negative reinforcement and positive reinforcement. So you can see we get the must factor of the exercise. We get the must element of the retrieve, but we're also going to be getting the pleasant experience as a result of retrieving. You free. Come on, you free. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Right now I'm just doing a little bit of shaping. Really more like targeting, capturing. Good boy. No. Good. The reason I'm starting with the pipe is because he will not be retrieving pipes on the field. What this means to us is I can make mistakes on the pipe. He can make mistakes on the pipe. We both can make mistakes on the pipe. And the worst case scenario will be he'll just go, man, pipes suck. Learning how to do this exercise on this thing sucks. Which means it's okay for this to get ruined. Once he becomes proficient at the exercise with this, then we can move on to something more relatable to what he's going to do. Good boy. So the click means terminal marker. It means we're done with the exercise, and therefore he can explode, into happiness. Good boy. Now I'm going to do the force part of the exercise. This, I'm going to need both my hands and probably all of my fingers here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll up his collar. I'm going to grab underneath the collar, and I'm going to basically, it's like I'm doing a come to me motion, and I'm going to also grab a hold of his head, right? So I have his chin resting over the palm of my hand, and I'm going to just bring the pipe in. Good boy. And now I'm just making him do it. Yes, good boy. The reason I'm not using the clicker on this one is, as you saw, I needed all of my fingers for this exercise. So I'm going to do it again. So I'm grabbing the collar like this. His chin is going to rest on the palm of my hand. I'm going to have full control of his head. I'm going to bring the pipe forward. I'm going to part the mouth, and as I part it, I'm going to insert the pipe, and I'm going to just briefly hold, and while I'm holding, I'm just waiting for a little bit of stillness. Yes. And I'm marking it with a yes as a terminal marker, meaning when I say yes, we're done. You don't have to hold it anymore, and the reward is coming. As you're noticing here, is I am doing a forced retrieve exercise, but this is not 100% pressure. He's actually having a good time with this. You can see he's looking forward to the next repetition, which is why doing it this way, in my opinion, and from experience, it allows you to have the benefits of the must element of negative reinforcement, but it also gives you the benefit of the enthusiasm of positive reinforcement. So I'm going to do it again. So pressure, 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 pressure. There's pressure, pressure, pressure. There's still pressure as I'm maneuvering his mouth. There's still pressure. I'm helping him open his mouth, and then I insert the pipe. Now steady. There's no pressure right now. There's no pressure. Yes, good boy, very nice. So now I still helped him out, but I didn't help him as much. Now I'm waiting for him to give me that initiative where he goes, okay, I'm doing the thing, now what? Now I'm letting him know, if I don't hold you, will you still do it? And of course, he's still doing it. He understands. This is only his second session, and you can see that he's made tremendous progress. It's a wonderful thing about genetics, right? This is a retriever. This dog has generations of this exercise being done in his family tree. So this is the thing. There is a genetic tendency to do the things that your parents did. So it comes easier for him. Now, any dog can grasp this concept. I've done this with Chihuahuas. I've done this with dogs that are not retrievers at all. And the concept is the same. It's just for dogs that were bred to do a specific job, that particular job, the behaviors related to that job come easier to them. Generally speaking, not always. And now we're going to do it again. Good job, buddy. Good job. Yes, good boy. So when I say yes, it's not a problem that he drops the pipe. Yes means you're done. Good boy, good boy. Yes, good boy, very nice. Good job, buddy, very nice. So what I'm also gonna do, I might not do it tonight in this session, but what I'm also going to do is eventually I'm gonna get away from the obvious help that I'm giving him. Right now I have his chin on the palm of my hand, and I'm going in and I'm helping him. Gradually, I'm gonna use less and less of these physical prompts, and I'm gonna rely more and more on his initiative to do the exercise. And so there's gonna be this fine line between helping him and expecting him to do it. If I expect him to do it right now, he's very likely going to get confused. He's very likely going to fail. But I don't want to have him fail, but I also don't want to help him the entire time. I don't want to help him for his entire life, right? At some point, we need to get away from the training wheels, but we're going to do this little by little. So right now, even though I have his chin on my hand, gradually I'm going to get away from that, and I'm just going to use leash pressure. There are other ways to do the force retrieve. This is one way. There are ways in which we would tie him to another leash, and so there's a leash tied to the back, so there's a back tie, and then I have a leash in front. There's also the table method, which is basically the same thing. He has a leash attached to him from behind, and there's a leash in the front. There is also the toe hitch method, which is essentially kind of the same, but the line would be wrapped around one of his toes, and the negative reinforcement pressure would come in the form of a toe hitch pressure. And there are other ways too. Another way to do it, more like the old school way, is they'll grab the ear, and they'll still go through the motions that I'm going through, but eventually they'll graduate to the ear pinch. So then the negative reinforcement pressure comes from the ear pinch, and then you eventually translate that, or you segue from there to an e-collar, right? And then other ways to do it, there are very creative ways to do it, right? One way that I've seen done it too is you would grab the pipe, and then you basically tap on their paw. So you lightly tap on their paw, and then what a lot of dogs do when you tap on their paws is they'll mouth the thing that is nagging at their paw. So they'll do that by grabbing it. So you essentially tap them, tap them, tap them. They'll grab it to make it stop, and now that's how you reinforce the retrieve or the hold.